Nike has been in a strange place for a few years. They thrived during the pandemic when everyone had extra cash and almost no impulse control. So paying nearly $200 for sneakers felt normal. Nike took that victory a little too literally. They drifted away from their performance identity and became a streetwear fire hose, pushing out Dunks, Jordan 1s, and Air Force 1s like candy. If you wanted a pair, you got a pair. But that flood came with a real cost. Nike stopped feeling like a brand tied to Jordan, Serena, and LeBron, and started feeling like a company charging premium prices for products that no longer felt premium. Once the stimulus glow disappeared, sales cooled, inventory stacked up, and the stock fell. Now the cleanup lands on their new CEO, Elliott Hill, who's pitching a return to the basics. The first repair job for Elliott is volume. In 2021 and 2022, Nike blasted the market with endless drops of their biggest franchises. The money showed up, but the magic evaporated. When something meant to feel special suddenly appears everywhere, it stops feeling special. Nike now openly admits they diluted their own crown jewels. The new plan? Reduce supply of core models, let demand settle, and rebuild desire through actual scarcity instead of brute force output. The second repair job is reconnecting with athletes. While Nike coasted on nostalgia and lifestyle releases, performance brands like On, Asics, and New Balance kept pushing innovation. They chipped away at Nike's credibility with runners and serious ball players. Now, Nike's trying to reclaim that territory. The Caitlin Clark push is a perfect example of this. She might be the most visible woman athlete in the world right now, and aligning with her is an attempt to recapture the halo effect they once had with Jordan and Kobe. This isn't about one shoe, it's about cultural gravity. At its strongest, Nike is attached to athletes who feel larger than their sport, people you want to track, copy, and buy into. Competitors just can't replicate that. The last repair job is distribution. Over the last few years, Nike pulled huge amounts of inventory from third-party retailers and shoved everything into Nike-owned channels. The idea was margin and control. The result was invisibility. Those retailers used to move massive amounts of volume and kept Nike visible in everyday shopping environments. When the shoes disappeared from their shelves, sales softened. Now, Nike is reversing that choice. They're rebuilding retailer relationships and putting product back into stores. On the surface, it seems at odds with their reduced volume strategy. But Nike's trying to thread a needle, limit supply, but distribute smarter. Put it all together and you can roughly see the outline of their reset. Cut the noise, tighten the product line, reattach the brand to athletes who move culture, restore the distribution network they abandoned. It's a classic corporate cycle. They enjoyed too much success, they drifted away from fundamentals, and now they're returning to those fundamentals when the market delivers a reality check. There's no guarantee this works, but for the first time in a while, Nike seems to understand the source of this slide. They're less focused on reinventing the business and more focused on undoing the decisions that caused their downturn. The real test is patience. Whether they can stay disciplined long enough, that's another question.